Microphone
let
check
me just
1
get
2.
everyone's mic real quick.
Dude, my first year of stand-up, I used to free ball. I didn't wear boxers for probably 5 years of my life.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
A lot of shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I just didn't
Wait,
wear boxers.
you used to free ball at
All the
Mike's?
time. What?
At Mike's.
Yeah, not like intentionally. I wasn't I want people to see my penis, but I was I just never wore boxers. And my girlfriend told me one time, she was like,
What
I
happened?
can literally see the head of your penis when you're on stage. And I would look back through videos and pictures of me, and you could just see the fucking
I
helmet.
just feel like if it's a flattering head, it can only help.
Yeah.
I don't see that hurting.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see that hurting in
And
any.
was I ever good at stand-up, or is everybody just laughing that my
What,
dick? You can
what
see it?
happens if I get
We're good,
hard
Manny.
all the time?
Good.
I get hard on airplanes, dude. Every time. And
Every time
there's
I go to
science
sleep.
behind it, apparently.
We're good.
Oh, we're rolling?
That's a great
Yeah, we're
starting
rolling.
point.
Alright.
You get hard in the air.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I do. What's that about?
Pay attention to it next time. So I brought it up to my ex. I was like, I get hard on airplanes. She's like, no, I heard that's like a thing, and I looked it up. I don't know what it is. It's something
I
with
have
the.
so many questions.
I'll tell you
Let's
exactly
slow
what
it down
it
for a
is.
second, though.
Yeah.
Hold on. Do you have to reach the cruising altitude, or are you on ascent? Are you going up?
I never noticed till I go to pee in the bathroom, and I'm just stiff as a rock, and I'm like I go to get up in my aisle.
You go to the bathroom. You're pissing right into the wall.
Yeah.
Did anyone just hear? You said you don't realize that your dick is hard until you pull your pants down and start peeing.
It's right before because I have to get out of the aisle.
Tony, you're in the air. There's a lot going on. His head's on a swivel. There's crazy people.
I'm thinking about where I'm going. Is it going to crash? Is there a bomb on there?
Yeah.
And then I notice when I stand up.
You don't want the air marshal to see the suspicious package.
Yeah. I'm going to get wrecked. Well,
Hey, nothing suspicious about that.
this one was real uncomfortable.
We know
'cause-
exactly what.
And
that
by the
is.
way, it's important to mention you're 25 minutes off an airplane. Which
Yeah.
means you're
Oh,
about
you
45 minutes removed from a boner.
Yeah. I just got it down.
Hell yeah. Did it go down with the plane?
Yeah, it's a timeline. Yeah. It's like I
That's
get to a
nice.
certain altitude and it just lowers.
The landing gear goes up and yours goes down.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Dude, Andy has a podcast called The Morning Good, and it's a picture of him with his rock hard cock.
No,
Well, that's-
it's a cartoon version of me wearing
Oh
boxers.
yeah. But it's all
Beautiful.
fucking God. You're just a fucking hornball.
I am.
Do you consider yourself a morning man or are you an AM guy?
No. There's no reason for my podcast to be named that other than it just kind of rhymes.
Play on words.
Yeah.
I respect
It
that.
doesn't get
child.
released in the morning. We don't record in the morning. I hate the mornings, but it's
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
There was play on words is always a reason. There was a place called Groton, Connecticut, and I remember mentioning it once, and
Rotten.
someone's like, "That place sucks. That's why they call it Rotten Groton." I was like, "No, they call it that because it rhymes.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they call it that. That's it. You do that with anything. You just fucking." But hard in the air. So is that?
Well, and today I will say it was risky because I don't notice until I'm standing up in the aisle because then you're like, oh, and it was like there was a kid next to me, so I was like, I got to sit back down.
So you and I already have different flying styles because it sounds like you're moving a lot up there. When I sit down, I'm down.
Oh no.
I try to get up as I'm an aisle guy because I do have a small bladder.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
And I don't care if you wake me up to go to. I do not want to wake someone up to go to. I'll try to step over a small Asian lady before I wake her
We're
up.
in the air.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
all in this together. I paid the money, so did you.
But that's the mentality you want to have.
Yeah.
I'd say it's
I'm
about
respectful.
50-50 up
Yeah.
there. Most people say it's me against you.
yeah.
Yeah.
At the airport, it becomes an anarchy situation fast.
Dude,
dude.
the
I turn
airport-
into just I'm such a cuck. I'm just like, can I please maybe scoot by you? Like I'm
Right.
like
No.
Right. Yes, I'll move my bag for you, sir. It's like clearly your cubby.
Yeah.
That's where you got
you'll
to
bow
turn on
down.
the Republican dad, and you got to fucking be like, listen, bitch.
I'll pay for this flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony, you try to settle like domestic disputes in the air, don't you? You try to become the air marshal and try to show force, don't you?
I mean, if there was someone fucking around, I've never had anyone, but like,
I guarantee you have this weird fan. You think people are looking at you like you're the marshal. when you're
dude, I do think like
you have an authoritative look. I will say.
I'm good at looking at, like, and sometimes I get looks from people, and I'm like, do I look fucking crazy or like why is there people? But I do the same thing, even if
You're a
there's-
little twitchy.
Yeah, I'm a little. Twitchy.
I could see if I was a child, I'd probably stare at you for a second.
Dude, the last time I was in the airport, there was a little black kid who kept waking me up. I was like sleeping. I had a 4-hour
You
layover,
just said little kid.
and I mean it's important.
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I could have said little kid.
Just no.
It just makes it funnier because he was like,
kidding, go.
little white boy. But he was like about
crack a jack.
yeah. He was probably no more than 5, dude. And he kept just like poking me and looking at me. But
Poking you?
yeah, he kept
touching you?
waking me up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And his mom, I don't know where the fuck she was, but she was just letting him run wild. Like he was bringing me board
It's usually
games.
the father that's missing.
Yeah.
But no, poking you is insane.
It's so weird. I was thinking of a way to say
Also,
it. I'm
it's
so
like-
glad you worded
Yeah, I
it.
just
I was
slid
like,
it in
oh,
there.
I nailed that
It's
one.
like,
Nicely.
hey, please, kid, you don't know. These people think this is fucking weird. I'm just talking to a 5-year-old. You know, it's like kind of like.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was what I had too when I was trying to get out of the aisle. The girl next to me was sleeping, and it's a child. I'm like, I don't want to touch a child. It's like, how do I wake this?
So in
person
that
up?
sense, black does matter because there's no you only talk to a kid if people can slightly think you're related. If there's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
way that
totally,
if there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
reason why this kid should be talking to me, I'm not going to talk. to him.
Yeah. It looks
Yeah.
even worse now.
It's
Yeah,
not
a
a
hard
racial thing. It's
situation.
I don't want to look like a creep thing.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if I'm with a black father who has a black kid, fair game. I'm talking to the child.
Yeah,
I'm
of
dabbing him
course.
up. I'm hey, nice kicks, kid.
Because when I did finally meet the mother,
Presumably.
Yeah.
Air Force Ones.
Yeah, presumably.
Yeah. Fly as hell. Airport. Come on, guys. But the when I did see the mom, she did kind of like finally look
Why
at
did
me.
you do that? You closed your eyes like you were.
I had
doing
to picture-
like you're a poker.
I thought he was about a homie,
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
writing
it.
the line of fudge. With your eyes closed, you don't even know what you're aiming at.
I'm
right
trying
now,
to. I had to fucking grab what I was trying to say. I saw the mom, and she kind of was like, she gave me that. You know how black women look head to toe. She gave me one of those like, what's this?
Oh, they'll size you up.
Yeah.
Dude, the Atlanta airport, the TSA is all black women, and people get in line. We turn into sheep real fast.
Oh yeah.
Get
Dude.
in a black woman's way who works at the airport. See what the fuck happens.
Dude, I always said like, and I love my lady, but if she was black, that'd be the first time in my life a woman would stand up for me.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be my
Yeah.
first. Like, put your
Oh,
fuck.
that
You don't
sounds
mess with my
so
man.
nice, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I love women like I like dude, I don't know. There was a thing where it was like who's that like super she's like a
Tiffany Haddish.
No. No. There's this like there's redhead. She's like a total cunt. She like doesn't like women, but she's a woman. I don't
Yeah.
agree with anything she says, but she's always like men are so mistreated and stuff like that. And I get so like, oh, like you stand up for me.
Is
you
this
know what I mean?
Candace Owens?
Dude,
She's not redhead.
I'll tell you what, Candace Owens, I get a little. Look, I don't agree with what she's saying, but when she's like, we need to stop being so hard on white people, I'm
Yeah.
like, thank you for standing up for me. Like, I turn into like a little baby.
One time I heard her talk about the oppression of the straight white male, and I said, "Go on."
Yeah.
You have my attention
Yeah,
now.
I'll hear you out. Dude, that was the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some girl from my high school, super hot. She's like, yeah, what's it called? She's like, men are so much more likely to commit suicide. Like,
Wait, did
watch
you just
out.
type in cunty redheads?
I tried a bunch of searches. At first, I was like, cunty lady who likes men,
I
redheaded.
was like, why is Kathy Griffin up there?
And I just typed redhead lady who is pro man, and it still didn't really come up with.
Her name is
anything.
What the
Pearl
hey,
some- her
what's
name's
Wendy
Pearl.
doing up
Redhead
there?
lady pro man. It's just Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, it's Pearl something. But she's always on those podcasts. You know, there's that podcast where it's just a guy being mean to dumb whores. And
I
it's
have
like,
seen
Oh
that.
yeah, I love those.
it's so absurd.
But it's like oddly like black conservative
Oh,
men too.
dude,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a funny one.
Bro, it literally
Yeah.
Fresh and Fit, I think is what it's called. And it's like, yeah, it's just that.
Are you sure it's not flexing and finessing?
Yeah, I mean, it could be the same fucking thing.
But I don't know when being Republican was being mean to whores. Like, I love
Dude,
whores.
Yeah, it used to be like the Republicans thing. All those guys, the big wigs, they were the honkies, dude. They were
Yeah.
going to the black strip clubs in the neighborhood, park
Totally.
around back, just honking their horn.
I don't
Now
know.
they're like, you're never gonna find a quality man. I'm like, shut up, you fucking dweeb.
The annoying
Yeah.
thing is like why like I'm like I can see the hypocrisy in things, and like if I stand up for women, like why you got to make me gay now?
Yeah.
Like listen, I don't.
It sounds like a specific situation.
But like
where
I'm a
somebody called
bad
you
guy.
gay.
Like let's not get it twisted. Like
Yeah.
don't think but I'm a bad person. But I can see the like why does when she fucks 5 comics she's a whore and this guy,
No,
you
that's
know?
empowerment.
Well that's what I guess my thing is like let the girls play. It's like.
I agree. I agree.
Once we stop raping them, then we can but like let them have it.
Yeah. No,
They can suck dick to get booked or whatever.
I agree, and it's a hard thing because I'm out of
Because
the
you hear
break.
every comedy scene you ever go to in the world, it's all the same thing. Everybody fucking always says that.
Yeah. No, and it's like it's such a weird thing because it's like it's hard to get past because like also the lots of whores is fun because like you might be mad she fucked a bunch of other people, but you can also be that other person. You know what I mean? You could be on the other side of it. You could be that guy who she won.
And it's like, why are we coming at whores? Like, isn't that cool?
Yeah. I think it's
Isn't
fucking
that cool?
Yeah.
Like that. Does she like? It's like what the fuck?
I do prefer the term escort, but
Yeah.
they're great.
Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like shaming them to like for the thing you want. It's just like kind of.
Tony, did your dad have a sticky note in the back of the yellow pages?
No, never.
No.
My dad, dude. I wish I had like sexual talks with my dad.
It's not too late. Is he alive? Give him a call.
No, dude.
Tell him about your last hookup.
Listen, bro. That's. I don't think I'll ever get to know my dad.
No,
like that.
he wants to know.
You
haven't
think so?
cracked the cookie yet. I cracked it with my dad young. I just told him about a little bit of puss that I got, and he's like,
Oh,
My
that's
dad is
sick.
not like
Yeah.
my dad. So my dad has cerebral palsy.
Did you?
So he's just mad that you're getting pussy and he's
No,
not.
yeah, well, exactly, yeah.
what it
I
is.
mean, he did well enough with what he had, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Tony's got 2 good legs. He's over here struggling.
Yeah. Fuck off, Tony.
That would be crazy.
Yo.
Asshole.
Yo.
What's the voice? Is that close enough?
I don't think your dad
He's not
talks normal,
retarded.
right?
He's not retarded.
Dude, he just has a little hitch in his giddy.
Well, I know that, but
If he was a black man that wore a suit
No,
and
there's some-
had a cane, you'd think he was a pimp.
No,
Okay.
cerebral palsy. I think it's like a spectrum because there's
Right.
like
Dude,
Aaron
some of 'em are
Belial
like-
can't even talk.
Yeah, some of them are crazy. No, my
Yeah.
dad is a businessman. My dad is. We played baseball together. Like he would usually hit, but it's like
That was an easy strikeout, wasn't it? Dude, he probably had a nasty curve. I think he called it the stutter ball, dude. That shit came in vibrating.
dude, I will say this though. Okay, so if you're saying just his legs are fucked up, that actually is kind of pimp, and I get how that could look like.
it's
Dude,
just
Tony,
he just
tell,
dra-
hey,
what-
tell him what you used to tell people about your dad, though.
So I used to
This is great. This is great.
so in middle school there
I'll
was
cut out all the fat that he's gonna add. He used to tell his friends that his dad was a war veteran because he had cerebral palsy and he had a
dude, I used to tell them that he got shot in the Vietnam War,
That is so.
not knowing that he had to be like.
It was always a debate. We don't know, and I serve, so I'm the grand jury here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's stolen valor or rented. You know, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not on behalf of him. I think it's a fair play. Dude,
Totally, totally.
Let it slide.
There was, but it was
Yeah,
just one
that's
kid.
hilarious.
You
One
just can't
kid
say
in
no.
par-
My dad was in Vietnam. This is something I learned. You can't. If you're ever talking to a Vietnam War veteran and you say Nam, they'll get really pissed.
Really?
It's Vietnam to you.
You know what's so funny? The only equivalency I've had of that is I was in a fraternity. People are like, don't call it a frat. Which is so fucking retarded. They're
Yeah.
like, those
Yeah.
two worlds are like,
Oh, dude, those are still brothers in arms.
yeah.
The
They take
shotgun
that
just
that
happens to be a
seriously.
big fat cock.
Speaking of guys that are too on such a far side that they turn gay, like how do you take being Republican, which is the most manly thing, and go as far as you can, and you
You
guys
think
have
being
somehow turned?
Republican is the most manly thing?
It's more manly than
Then what?
fucking being liberal.
Killing a bear with your hands?
But you know what I'm saying?
Going
like,
to war?
The idea of a Republican. How did you take that, and then you like? It's like, sorry, that was a complete tangent to just say that fraternities are gay. But
I will defend the fraternities.
All right, tell me.
I think they get a lot of shit.
yeah.
Dude, it's not a hand
So he
job,
was a
it's
frat.
helping a brother.
He was a
Yeah.
frat guy.
Yeah, I was in a frat. We had
FSU.
All right, let's go do elephant walk.
no, none of that stuff. Nothing gay.
So you're a good brother, dude, sworn to secrecy.
Yeah. No, Michael,
Hell yeah, dude.
no, Michael
You know
was
they're
the best.
watching.
Yeah.
You know they're watching. Which brothership?
SIG Ep at Florida State.
Sig
FSU.
Epsilon.
Yeah, Sigma Phi Epsilon. Yeah.
Also,
I
a couple
had-
of my boys.
So that was the
hometown
cool
boys.
one. You got mad pussy. My buddies were in that
It-
one.
yeah, it was a
You were a
great
good looking.
time,
You
man.
still are, but you were
Right
a
here, my
strapping young
brother.
man.
Oh, you missed my fat period, dude. I got.
So how'd you get in?
No.
Missed? What? Hey, what are you talking about? Missed?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. No, you look great.
No. Towards like I just let myself go a couple years ago. But what were we saying? Why am I
couple
defending
years
my
ago.
You're
weight?
defending gay.
You let yourself
Oh
go.
yeah. No. There was no gay stuff, and it was just a house where people got a lot of pussy, and then people were like, "You're part of that gay thing where everybody goes and fucks chicks a bunch." I'm like, "What are
Yeah.
you talking about?"
Well, that was, dude. I was in the Navy. I got the similar. Like people would
It's a
say I'm
jealousy.
gay. It's like, dude, we fucking pull into countries and just pull our pants down.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Y'all are
dude?
gay.
Yeah.
That's a jealousy thing. I'm jealous of you guys.
Yeah. But the funniest is the reason I went to Florida State, and I want to start a program like this. So when I was 10 years old, my dad took me to a fraternity party, not to like do
You went to
cake
Florida
stand.
State.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he wanted to like go Knowles.
Come on.
And he wanted to show like me and my friend what college was like, and it was a fraternity party. It was just
Pull your
chicks
pants
in
down,
bikinis.
son.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad got me laid. No, but it was like chicks in bikinis and like people drinking beer, and I was like, I'm gonna go to fucking college. I was like, I'm gonna work so hard to get into this school right here. And then I remember my friends are druggies in high school, so we're all smoking weed, and they're like, fuck college. I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking
That's
about.
so funny that you see a tan girl in a bikini rollerblading. You're like, time to hit the books.
Yeah.
Time to fucking grind, baby.
But I'm like, dude, everybody goes to school and like lectures these kids. People should go into inner city schools, bring these hood kids to a fraternity, and be like, this is what you could be a part of.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
That's what they did to me when I went to the recruiter office. Pretty much. Like,
Oh yeah. No, it's a good like.
he literally just was. By the end of the thing, he was just showing me fucking women in Japan or whatever. You know,
You know what he didn't show you was the receipt.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I remember watching Blue Mountain State, and I'm like, well, college is obviously what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Did you guys watch that show?
Yeah, dude, I was watching it 3 days ago. My roommate put it on. I was like, oh, I forgot how much of my life
It
is
popped up on
formed by
Netflix
this.
recently, and I had to click it. And
Yeah.
it brought back so many
Broke
memories.
Mountain
dude.
State. Blue
No.
Mountain.
Blue Mountain
no,
State.
no, no,
Blue ball.
no,
Please.
Black cock in the.
No,
what-
no.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It was just a dude. It was a movie about or a show about a football team, but literally football had nothing to do with it. Like
Yeah.
it was always like them preparing for a game and
See-
like getting out of some like mishap that they've been in because they were drunk the night before or fucked
Yeah.
up. The episode I watched, they all got syphilis from the same pocket pussy.
Yes, I remember that.
Sauna.
Yeah.
Why did my
Did you watch it,
insecurities-
Brandon?
Oh yeah, I just took Erica through it.
Big fat
She had
castle
never-
guy.
Oh yeah, I literally went to college and played college football. I was like, this is what life.
Did you want to be 54?
Bro.
Yeah, at one point I almost was because I was like, I want to be just like that.
Yeah.
I'm mad how much this is still like a part of my this and American Pie. Like my personality is
Right.
just obsessed with boobs and beer, and I'm like, I'm fucking almost 30. I gotta
Dude,
find a way to like.
I
not do
tried
that.
I don't
to
think it
model
changes.
my like persona after Alex Moran, like the guy that didn't give. He was the backup quarterback. And
Oh,
just-
yeah, he was
and
the man, yeah.
And never wanted to start. And like he loved his life of just sipping Kool-Aid and fucking bitches and just chilling. And I
Yeah.
wanted to be that, but I had too much anxiety. I care too much about everything. You can't.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of the same way. I'll try to be the cool guy who
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit, and
Yeah.
randomly I'm like freaking out.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Yeah, see,
you
I'm.
didn't compliment my haircut. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I am.
Huh? Jesus. Who are you
Sorry,
talking to
that
back
was-
there, dude?
That was too bad. That
Are you
was,
talking to the ghost of Sam Kinison, dude? What the hell? That was weird, bro.
No, I was just looking at the.
Also, I don't like your shirt.
I was. What's wrong
It
with
freaks
Ouija
me
board?
out.
The Ouija board?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Have you ever
shit.
used one?
No.
I've used one, dude. It was so funny. I used one in like 7th grade. It was me and my buddy Brandon and like 3 girls. And they were just asking questions like, "Who does Matt have a crush on?" And then it would literally like move and spell out a name. And somebody was clearly like one of the girls were clearly and I fucking thought for sure a ghost was moving this thing around. It was,
Yeah.
freaking me out.
Dude, you were black at the heart.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't
It's
fuck
like
with all this ghost
it's like
shit.
someone just did a magic trick. And I was flipping.
Do y'all mind if I pop a quick story in here about Ouija boards?
Please
Yes.
do slide one in.
So we used to have. I think I told you about this. Like my family, they had like like a beach house. They had that like for a lake that they would rent out to people. And this.
Oh, like a lake house.
Yeah. I'm so retarded.
Yeah,
No,
Michael
yeah.
was trying to convince me one time that he wasn't rich on a podcast.
No,
I was gonna say that word. A lot of words in there. Just tell us, dude.
Listen, bro,
My
you-
parents are rich.
They did well, dude.
I'll admit it. They're
They
rich.
did well, dude.
It's a
I
big
mean,
moment. Dude. You
I
just
went
came
back
out
to
of the
Wakaba.
closet.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Me and Michael
I'm
are
a
from
rich kid.
We're from basically the same hometown area, and yeah, dude. I went back to Recovery Springs. I was like, "Whoa, this is money, bro."
By the way, I see
Yeah,
the
I was
jawline, dude. Obviously, you're fucking loaded. What
Oh
are you,
yeah,
what are you
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
dude? You
Yeah, they put this in me as a baby. It's
Yeah,
like a
those-
steel jawline. They wanted me to look sexy.
you have the
as hell.
Walter Cronkite teeth.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
very, very pristine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But so
Lake
they had
house.
this lake house in the 1930s on this Lake Maitland Lake Weir. And what they did was they rented it out to somebody, not knowing. They just got a call from somebody saying,
Tony's got a lake house in Lake Queer.
got.
Keep
we
going,
gave
keep
you
going.
too much on that one, dude.
Keep
I
going, keep
didn't
going.
deserve much.
But they rented out this gang called the Ma Barker Gang. There's this Chicago gang that was on the run. It's actually who the Goonies was based off of. It was a mom and 2 sons. And they unknowingly rented out, like my great grandfather, or whatever, rented this house out to these on the run gang because they gave a fake name or something like that.
While they were on the run.
Yes.
This is gangster.
So it's crazy. And it
So
was
sexy.
one of the longest FBI shootouts.
What was the year?
1932. I don't know. Look at Ma Barker shootout. Lake
32.
Weir.
That's like
or it's
Bonnie
Ma,
and
it's
Clyde.
Ma Barker. It's M.A. But
Starting to sound like a fucking hoax.
Dude, that's like Bonnie and Clyde.
1935 is what it said on the
Oh,
little
wow.
thing.
Yeah. But dude, yeah, it was fucking crazy. And we had this as like a lake house. We'd go visit it as kids.
What state?
Florida.
Florida.
And I would I had weird ghosts. I don't really believe in ghosts now.
Everyone went on the run in Florida. That's where Bundy ended up. That's where they caught Bundy.
Yeah, dude, because it's just like
Sarasota.
swampland. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her. That face terrifies me because
Oh
when I
my
was a
God.
kid, we'd have like.
Just get that bitch off the screen.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Tony was disturbed. Dude.
That
That was
is
enemy
scary.
number 1.
But as kids, we'd have like weird ghost experiences. But we went as like adults one time, and my friend was drunk, and we were doing a Ouija board. And he's like, Ma Barker can suck my dick. And I started punching him. I was like, don't disturb the spirits. And I'm just like, fuck.
in that lake house?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
'Cause you
That's
literally-
dicey.
but that's why I don't believe in ghosts anymore. Because we literally were like, my friends were like, if you're a ghost, you can suck my fucking cock.
Hold the
bitch.
phone for a second. The shootout happened in that lake house?
Yes, in the 30s. Yes.
Inside the lake house.
So I guess outside, like they did it, like what do you call it, like a.
Are there like bullet holes or is it?
Yeah,
pretty-
yeah. There's bullet holes, and we kept like 3 of them.
Yeah, you gotta
just to like
restore it.
show.
It's-
Yeah,
yeah,
and
okay.
there's all these news articles like in the house. But then this is even crazier. Not even crazier.
Well, there should be one of those like historic markers if it's the longest shootout.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's maybe changed since then, but at the time it was. But they now we moved the house because we sold the property. So now the house you can like literally pick up a house. I didn't know that and just move it. So now the house is moved to the other side of the lake, and there's like a nice house built on there. But
Them boys are crazy with it.
Dude,
yeah.
that's got to be like the Twilight Zone. Like your first night waking up in the new location and like you look out and it's a different.
Oh, for the ghost? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck is
Well,
this
even
shit?
like a human. Like, have you ever like there's been times where like I've moved and like the first night in my new place I wake up and I'm like kind of like confused. Even if you're like sleeping at a friend's house and you
Oh my
boozed like the
God,
night
yeah.
before, you're like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
That's got to be so weird to be in your room. It's like Charlie Brown. They move his bed to the field and like you wake up and everyone's staring at you in a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be insane. Well, we were just talking about that too with naps. It's crazy how you wake up from a nap and just have to remember your whole life.
Dude,
You're
you want to see how I wake up from a nap? Just fucking ready to
Really?
punch, dude. I fucking yeah, dude. My girlfriend can attest, bro. I am.
You've given her a
alert.
couple clocks?
Well, I struggle with nightmares. So if you catch me in a REM cycle, dude, it's never. I've never punched my. What I'm saying is I wake up like alert. I don't actually air punch. But what I'm saying is like I was telling Brandon, my girlfriend's out of town right now,
Yeah.
and so this morning I woke up naturally. Nothing woke me up on a today's Sunday.
Yeah.
So you're, yeah.
Something naturally. I just woke up. It was beautiful. But because I'm so used to either like my girlfriend waking me up for something or like an alarm going off, I thought I was like late. I panicked.
Yeah,
Like, it should have been the most relaxing morning ever. I had nothing.
Wow.
But I'm
You just
so
freak
not
out.
used to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Waking up from a nap, there's a sweet spot. You got to get like an hour or like 45 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Any shorter is a waste, and then sometimes you can wake up from a nap
And be groggy.
sweaty, that weird groggy, sweaty.
That's why
feeling.
I'm kind of like red. Like I was red on the plane and kind of like sweaty. I
You
don't
caught
know.
you caught the wrong dude. That's the worst. You probably had like cotton mouth and like
Yeah.
you had
I've-
to pee real bad,
I've taken
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of drugs.
Yeah.
There's nothing like
and
that.
you're fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm hard.
Yeah, I always say that,
I'm
bro.
trying to put it down.
Oh, when you wake up from a nap with that, when you're dehydrated with that chub, that you kind of have
Yeah,
to pee
yeah.
and like you're just thirsty.
Yeah.
Horrible combo.
That's out of body experience.
By the way,
Yeah.
that's probably how I wake up like 90% of the time.
Really?
Dude, I was talking to somebody about this. I've never woken up happy in my whole entire life.
Dude,
Really?
I'm not a depressed person, but the morning, like every morning I wake up and I go, oh, fuck, me and my ex broke up. And then I go on with my day.
I don't know if I'm breaking the news to you, but you do have anxiety.
Yo,
Dude,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
the most
Yeah.
neurotic person
That's
I know.
that's me
Yeah,
too. Like that's a
Yeah, I'm a fucking basket case. Yeah.
But get you. This would always make me happy. If I knew I had a good cereal in the morning, waiting for me,
'cause I'm a simple
Dude, I swear to
kind
God.
of man.
Reese's Puffs. The
Peanut
first
butter
5
chocolate
minutes of the day
flavor.
is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Dude, I love how I'm waking up and I'm like, the love of my life is no longer with me. Like, am I gonna make it in comedy? Like, you know, a bunch of my friends died from suicide and drugs, and,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be like, but wait a second, do we have Captain Crunch in this house? Oh, that's gone. Yeah.
Tony
We
punches a
get
hole
to hold
in
to
the
be
wall.
Lucky Charms,
Tony punches a hole in the wall because the sugar smacks are gone.
Yeah.
bro. But yeah, why
Much-
can't your brain do that? Why can't your brain say, "Listen, bro, give me 30 minutes in the morning"?
Yeah, I wish it could, but
I know.
it is. But I'm saying my day gets better. I'm not like a super depressed person. It's like just in the morning I get all bummed out, and then throughout the day I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I forgot that like this is going on.
Dude, so I just got this Whoop band,
Ooh, what is that?
and it gives you your biometrics, which is important
Your sleeping cycle.
if you're a fucking Olympic athlete. It's
Which
all
you
it
are.
tells me is just how shitty I am of a sleeper.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like it keeps track of your sleep, so I'm just waking up and it's just basically telling me like, good luck today, pal.
Yeah.
You're fucked. But the cool thing is like I can take naps throughout the day, and it's like this is how much like you just saved yourself this much of sleep. Now you only need 6 hours of sleep tonight. Like it kind of tells you
Oh, that's
what you
fucking
need.
great.
But it doesn't matter. Like I can't control when I fall asleep or when I wake up.
How
Like,
much
some
was
people
it?
can't.
I
This was gifted to me,
can-
but I think they're like $200.
Yeah, I can, but it's because I use drugs to go to sleep. So
Same marijuana. Or cocaine?
Klonopin.
no, he's got the
Oh.
good shit.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah.
the good shit.
I am
Wow.
quitting
Actually, use crystal meth.
after this trip,
Dude.
Nice. Klonopin.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that like Xanax?
It's like a weaker Xanax.
So
And
it's a
It's a sleeping pill.
Benzodiazepine.
Yeah, yeah,
diamorphine.
My mom hooked me up with gabapentin, and I just keep a whole. I
The
have so
first thing,
much.
help is available.
Anytime you ever look up a drug on,
Well, it's so funny too because I went to the doctor. I was so nervous about getting prescribed anxiety pills because like my whole thing is I take it as needed.
Wait a minute, you had anxiety about getting prescribed anxiety
Yeah,
pills?
yeah.
Say I take
Makes
mine
sense.
on regimen, morning and evening, so it's not like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a benzo.
No, it's probably different. But I'm more scared of that. I'd rather take a drug that's gonna have an effect for a certain period of time. I'm scared to like.
No, dude, because if I miss one, it's like day is fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, oh, I'm just like I'll take this to go to sleep. But the problem is the beginning. They're like, chill. You're only gonna be on this for 2 weeks. I'm like, it's been 5 years.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
crazy. It's like how it like. But I've gone off it for like 8 months. Like and I take it probably like 3 times a week. So
How
this
shitty is your
again,
sleep?
this is where we differ. Papa's an abuser, dude. I could never.
yeah.
If they gave me, could you have fun with those?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got,
so
dude. I
that-
took
yeah.
one time, went to a casino and drank a bunch.
Oh my
Fantastic
god!
Time, yeah.
Wait, because like if you take a Xanax bar, you'll wake up confused. Like
People say
Depends.
that, but yeah,
On how much you take.
yeah.
if you take enough to like get fucked up,
Yeah, but if you take the perfect amount, dude, you can almost wake up feeling fucking refreshed.
It almost can fix a hangover because I'll drink on Klonopin sometimes, or what I'll do is I'll take Klonopin and I'll drink, and then right before bed I'll take Klonopin and I'll like wake up like not hungover at all.
Dude, well, the
But it's
best
not
thing
good.
about it is, I mean, if you ever done a night of blow and take a Xanax, it's that.
Oh, dude,
it's the
yeah.
landing gear. It puts you down.
100%. Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
all right, see ya, going to bed.
did you
Yeah.
ever see that movie Airplane?
Yes.
With Denzel where he crashes the plane. 'Cause
No,
he's
no,
too
no, no.
fucked up.
Airplane's the Leslie Nielsen one.
Fuck, that's the funny one.
Too many
Yeah,
snakes
yeah,
on
yeah.
the motherfucking plane.
Okay.
Oh, that's snakes on the plane.
That's also Samuel,
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
The one where he lands the plane on the Hudson. With
No.
Tom Hanks. No, I'm just kidding. That's
Castaway.
Solely.
yeah.
Castaway, right?
Flight. Anyways, there's like a scene where John Goodman's trying to get him. He's so fucked up, and he's about to go to court, Denzel, and he's just like fucked up, like drunk as hell. So John Goodman comes in with a little kit, and gives him the perfect amount of cocaine and Xanax to get him like back, and it's just like anyone who's been in that moment, like you know exactly the feeling of that combination of like. I don't really know where I'm going.
No. I'm saying
Yeah,
it's a
called,
tool.
It's called druggling, like
Right.
juggling drugs.
Right.
And it's like the perfect
Druggling. That's
druggling.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you give white boys too much money. That's what happens. That's what happens when you give these white motherfuckers all this money.
We start coming up with fun names for things that are.
Tony, that's been going on for a long time.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm same neighborhood,
That's also what happens.
same group of friends.
That's also what happens when like you have like some sort of like drug problem. You're like, let's disguise this with a funny name. You're like,
Right,
let's call it
right,
something
right.
silly. Yeah.
Well,
You want a candy flip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candy
yeah.
flipping. I've candy flipped.
That what's the ecstasy and acid?
Dude, I went to
No, thank
EDC.
you.
Me and my girl, we took we did mushrooms, acid, and ecstasy.
With your girlfriend?
Yeah, it was amazing.
For some
Wait, that's actually called Jedi flipping, I think.
Well, at one point, I will say this: there was one. It was like 3 days of EDC, and there was one day where Cher was like fucking like passed out on the floor, like sick as hell, because the mushrooms were getting her. So there is that, But
Did you say share?
yeah, that's her name. Yeah, Cher.
Share.
Like
Yeah.
Dude, I was so retarded when I first started dating her. There was like I didn't even like put 2 and 2 together. Like I didn't know like.
Yeah.
Do you believe? Like I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a word for that.
What?
Dumb.
Yeah, dumb. Well, uncultured.
Yeah.
He gets it.
It's
Tijuana Flats is our culture.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, people don't even know about Tijuana Flats, but yeah, there's a darkness.
Oh yeah, your dad also has a lake house.
He could have if he was in a. If he
didn't
wasn't
get
a-
shot
trying to
in
be as
Vietnam.
rich as me.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have.
Yeah, the Viet Cong
Now
didn't
I'm
get
gonna
him in the
go
jungle.
No. I mean,
Poor
like,
piece of
I'm
shit.
saying my dad is just like I don't. He's got a little hint of the chamacha in him, and he's just got that. He just holds on to that money. There's a Rosenberg somewhere in my family line because he just holds on to
There
it.
you go. Isn't that the thing that the pitchers use on the? That's a Rosenbag.
Rosenbag.
All right, we'll be right back, folks.
Rosenbag.
So your
That sounds
girlfriend-
like a fucking derogatory term towards the
You
one.
butcher
Rosenbag.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking
Rosenbag.
Rosenbag. Yeah, that's what you call a dirty white guy.
Dirty white guy.
A Rosenbag.
Well, okay.
A chalky white guy.
Yeah.
But what about your lady?
She passed out on the floor.
Yeah, she
Do
just.
we need to hear is the story?
This is
No.
the night- oh, this is
All
the night
I
you
was
lost your
saying-
virginity.
No. All I was because you made it seem like you took it with your girlfriend, like it was. But I was like, it was
Something
great.
weird about getting fucked up with people that you're intimate with,
Agreed. Yeah.
on like a psychological like tripping level.
I guess I'm the guy who I take enough. Like we're just like I like that though.
I've always said mushrooms less is more.
Yeah, 100%.
Like there's a if you ever do it with a girl, there's the girlfriend dose and then there's the papa dose
There
for
you
sure.
go.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
See, I'm always the opposite because I'm such a coward with anxiety that like I have to do less drugs whenever I'm with girls.
You want to
'cause
be
I
the
will-
babysitter, or you don't want to lose your shit.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
another dude. That's the most annoying shit though. Is like when I get too fucked up and I get high and I start getting anxiety around her. It's like she's there for me, but not as much as I would be if she was in my position. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, but I mean, doing drugs
She's
with
kind of
anybody,
like, all right, stop being a pussy.
if you're
It's
doing
like,
hard drugs like that with anybody, you run the risk of like this person might flip out and ruin it for me.
yeah.
100%. That's why
Yeah.
like I don't want people to do shrooms with me because I'm like you're gonna have a bad like only.
I put a cockroach on my friend's head one time when we were tripping,
Cucaracha.
and apparently he claims that I spiraled him and opened up a.
Dude, yeah.
He's
you
like in
put
a
a
psych
fucking-
ward now.
Bro.
Full mental breakdown.
You're an asshole. If I was tripping and you put a cockroach on me, I would fucking fall into the gates of hell.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
grounds
yeah.
to fight right
Dude,
there.
oh,
That's
absolutely.
crazy.
He was trying to fight me.
That's how these fucking people in Florida end up ripping. Remember the bath salt
Dude,
pandemic?
He's actually a
Yeah,
rapper
yeah,
now.
He's a
He's a
course.
success, kind of, well, semi.
Does he go?
Dude,
Does he
you
go
know
by
G Millie?
Little Roach?
That's my boy, G Millie. Shout out G Millie.
I don't
Bro,
know what you
everybody that you talk to from your hometown's a rapper now, and you know that's true.
I
Yeah.
swear to God, it's not.
Or they're a stand-up comic.
No, dude. Some of my friends are speaking of too much drugs. I see them boys. Hey guys, let's stop picking up the 8-ball every weekend.
Yeah, dude.
Let's stop going to the same bar.
Cocaine's no good.
Well, I keep telling people too. So when I have this one friend who like every weekend he sends Snapchats of him with like hookers, coke, and I go, he fucking rules. And I keep going, never change. And now I'm like, I should probably tell that guy to change.
Yeah, seek help, dude.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Our
Yeah,
clock's starting to like.
yeah,
all
yeah.
right, like you
Well,
know.
I've always said like I never knew anybody with a cocaine problem until like right now. Like because like I always did coke. I had friends that did coke, but I was like I never saw people really wreck their lives with coke. But like I think it just takes a really long time
Yes.
to like start to get to that point. And you also
Yeah.
have to have enough money. So like now we're at the age where people have enough money.
You have to have Coke will ruin you if you have something to lose.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what
yeah.
I think. So it's like it
Ooh.
can't. That's pretty. Yeah, it's nice.
Wow.
I'll write that in the proverb.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that down, dude. But I think like, because when you're young, you have just nothing to lose. You can do cocaine till the fucking cows come home. And there's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
But if you have like a job on the line, you're out doing cocaine, your wife has no idea where you are, and you're just chasing the bag all night. It's
Yeah.
gonna ruin your fucking life, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's yeah.
It's
You're
not
so,
the drug itself.
yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I saw the Xanax ruin a lot of people's lives because what happens is Xanax is great if you have anxiety, but
Very addictive.
yes, and what happens too, the problem with Xanax is the great part is it makes you not give a fuck about anything, which is great unless you're a loser. And if you're a loser, you don't give a fuck if you're a loser.
Yeah.
So like, bro, we always describe like the Xanax apartment is always like you go over to your buddy's house who has a Xanax problem. He's got like fucking Chipotle bags for like a couple days.
That's a
you're
great point.
wading through lottery scratchers. They
Yes, he's
love
got
the
a
scratchers.
Oh
dab
my
rig.
God.
Just-
What is it with lottery?
Oh, you
Or
say a
that-
dab rig?
Yes.
Bro, you might be from Valencia,
What
California.
what
We
is-
might, dude. This is the exact the guy that I got. Oh my God, like to a fucking T. The dude that would sell Xanax.
Yeah.
You walk in, he's like kind of juggalo-y, a little like weird posters on the wall.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah,
Yeah. There was a mother there who was checking on us. That was weird.
She probably did Xanax too.
She might have been the supplier.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, there's always like video games are just being played so much.
Oh yeah. Or like a highlight, or watching somebody, or like a highlight reel, like a stream of video games.
Yes, yeah,
Something
yeah.
like
Why, he's doing so much Xanax, he doesn't even want to play. He's just watching some other guy play video games.
Yeah.
That's a level of.
But he's like,
sadness.
and he's like Monday morning quarterbacking it. Like, dude, no, you should have healed the level 7 there, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, something like
Dude,
that.
drugs are bad, dude.
Yeah, man, they take out all the greats too. The 27 Club.
Oh my God.
Oh, what do you guys know about this little conspiracy, Tony? Let me
What's
let me
that?
fill you in
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
This one I've been talking about for a while. I revisited. There's a conspiracy that, quite frankly, is compelling. Truly, the evidence behind this one, I'm on the side of the conspiracy that Kurt Cobain did not kill himself. It was set up by Courtney Love because he was about to divorce her, and she was reliant on him for career, money, drugs, everything, and got him so doped out.
I would believe that. I don't know enough about it.
I
Dude, there's
thought
a
that was-
documentary on Netflix. I might not be. It's on one of the streaming services called Soaked in Bleach right now.
Yeah.
It is. I watched it like 10 years ago, but it's this private investigator that was hired by Courtney Love. So Kurt Cobain was missing for 10 days before his death. Really, he was just in France, and then he came back. He was trying to lay like under the radar, which you could do in the 90s. And he came back to his home, and like they had a live-in nanny who was the ex-boyfriend of Courtney Love. So can you even imagine
Whoa,
that?
What the fuck?
This guy, when you're gone, is raising your kid.
What the
used to fuck your wife.
Fucking wild.
So that's like
yeah.
a weird druggy like
No,
ring
sir.
that they have.
Yeah.
And so like basically like that guy presumably got him super doped out and shot him with a shotgun and staged it because the autopsy declared that the level of heroin that he was on, he wouldn't have been able to lift at a shotgun. And then like he fucking endorsed the deadly injection, then neatly put everything back in his kit, placed it beside him, had his note, everything placed out so like perfectly, put a chair up to the front door, but the back window with stairs to it was wide open and unlocked. Like so many things didn't make sense. He was there for 3 days.
Yeah, why would he put a chair? Why would, if you're gonna kill yourself, why would
Who
you?
gives a fuck? Yeah.
And leave a note.
Leave everything.
You left a note to be found.
Yeah.
The note.
No one knows you're there. You're missing.
There was a note too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
said that the note too, and the last 5 lines do not match his handwriting
Oh.
whatsoever, and that there's no mention of suicide. Like he just is like, I'm so sorry, I'm gone, and his credit card, the computer crashed, but it said also that his credit card was used 3 minutes before he died at a different location, and they never found it.
And Courtney, the day Kurt Cobain, the last time Kurt Cobain was seen was by the guy who allegedly, I'm talking about, killed him, and Courtney Love talked to him 8 times on the phone that day, and this guy saw Kurt Cobain, and she was telling the private investigator that she hasn't seen him for months.
I also do like I don't know a ton about heroin, so people kill themselves drunk a lot. Like I have a friend that did that. I think it's like a common thing. But heroin, it seems like people are so addicted to heroin, they would want to find more. Like
It's also like
they're
from what I've never been on it, but from what I hear, it's a state of euphoria.
yeah.
It doesn't
yeah.
seem like a time where you'd want to kill yourself.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like every heroin addict's like, okay, let's get some more heroin
Yeah.
and more heroin, and then they might kill themselves doing too much heroin.
I've
but
been
that's
hearing that for a long time. That they always say Courtney Love did it. You know.
Like,
Yeah.
Even my mom was saying that.
10 years ago in my youth, on his birthday, she like made a post on her Instagram, and I commented, "You killed him" or something. Something like
Dude, what
that.
Yeah, where is that bitch
Hit her
now?
where
What
it
the
hurts.
fuck,
dude?
What about-
She's walking the streets free, huh?
One of my friends wanted to do this. He would never do it. It's just a fucked up idea. But like at one of my friend's funerals, he killed himself. He was talking about going out with my friend's mom, being like, "Sad part is we're never gonna find out who did it." Just like that would be so. Never do that, but
That's
just be like,
fucked.
Yeah.
"We'll never
That's
find the
very
son of a
funny.
bitch."
We'll
She's
never-
like,
That's
"No,
very
no, no, no."
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what is
Yeah.
up with your friend group, but it just seems like every time I
I mean, it's
see
like
you,
we
you're
did
like,
a bunch
"Oh,
of drugs.
I'm going
as
to a
kids.
funeral.
Yeah, no,
Holy
it stopped
shit.
for a couple years now. We're on a good streak.
Well,
right
it's
now,
the
right?
kids that make it out.
Yeah,
Tend
yeah.
to not kill themselves.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how that works? Isn't it funny to think that, like the things your parents told you with like, you see that kid, like like I could go to a school.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could go to school and be like, that kid right there, you're gonna die when you're 18.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
the kid that my parents would always warn me about, and everybody's parents, and who just couldn't stay out of trouble, like ended up in jail. Like I saw a picture of him in a jumpsuit, like on in LA Times or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
It's kind of crazy.
And he was the guy that like consistently I was hanging out with, getting in trouble with. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I was only doing bad things with him, and he
Yeah.
never figured it out.
Yeah.
Because I don't think his parents saw him as the troubled kid.
The
Yeah,
best
all-
guys are the ones who do the trouble but figure it out.
Do you guys have friends that were shitbags and their parents thought you were the bad influence?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
One of my
dude.
closest friends,
Yes.
and I'm friends with his mom today, and like she's had to call me in several occasions when he hasn't been doing good, like later in life. But as a kid, she made me feel like shit, like I was the problem.
Yeah.
Tried to cut me out of his life when like he introduced me to every drug I had ever done. It was like insane.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this kid yeah, it's like
They're in
they-
denial because they don't.
Well,
want
and then it also in hindsight, it's like, oh, you used me as the fall guy so many times.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you didn't tell your mom that I was the kid
Yeah.
because it was easy.
yeah.
And I would say I'm proud of myself for that. I would tell my parents every time, be like, "No, I like doing drugs. These kids aren't bad. I'm making all the."
I never sold a buddy out.
Yeah, because I was like, I'd rather still be able to hang out with these guys. I'll get grounded.
I'll take 25 to life.
Yeah.
I ain't no snitch.
yeah.
I ain't no fucking
gangster right here.
Do you guys remember when who was the rapper Brandon that put out that album with Morgan Freeman doing like the narration?
What?
I think it might have been Logic. Let me look.
I don't think it was. I think it was a
Oh
harder
my
black
God!
guy.
Speaking of suicide, what
I
a
don't think
terrible
it was a
song.
black guy
That
that
song
looked
sucks so
white.
hard.
Yo, if you ever killed yourself, go. Let me hear you go. Ah! If you ever wanted to kill yourself, make some noise.
21 Savage put out an album where every other track was like a narration by Morgan Freeman, and he does this cool thing where he's like, the difference between a rat. It was like the difference between a rat and a snitch, and he was like, a snitch will only snitch on you for the betterment of him and his people, but a rat is a fucking rat. And then you just hear a hard rap beat like boom, Metro booming on this bitch. Yeah,
Dude, I would
dude,
love
it's
to.
hard.
That's-
You listen to the album, it's hard as
What's
fuck.
it called?
I don't know, but I don't know how much
Savage
money.
Mode too.
How much money? Yeah, I would reckon
A
that
lot.
the amount of money he had to pay to get Morgan Freeman to narrate his album, he didn't even make in fucking sales.
Well,
Dude, you
That
know-
guy is the narrator of narrators.
but maybe
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman's like, oh, you're my boy. Maybe Morgan Freeman. fucks
hey,
him.
for the culture.
I
Yeah.
love that stuff.
Maybe
For
he
the-
did one for the culture.
I mean, if I was Morgan, I would.
Morgan Freeman's another guy to look up to. Who he got famous late in life.
Dude, and remember, you know,
also
it's
served in the military.
you can tell a lot from Morgan Freeman by looking at his, like, you see him in Shawshank Redemption. That boy's got like
I
teeth
wish
like
I
crazy.
could tell you, Andy Dufresne fought the good fight. My sisters let him be.
Dude, have you see his teeth in that movie?
Pretty jacked
They're
up.
terrible. And
Yeah.
then now,
he got some money.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was like a Broadway guy too. I think for the
Yeah.
longest time.
I can't imagine more.
I
than
know.
him. Stomping time, stepping time, stepping time.
I don't think it was like that, but yeah.
Singing cats.
He was-
You know,
well,
yeah,
like
he's
Mr.
in-
Mistopheles. Yeah.
Was
He's
he
in a
was in the
fucking,
Navy,
what
wasn't he?
What do you call it? Like a unitard or leotard?
Yeah, leotard.
Yeah, yeah.
I think unitard, leotard, same thing.
I'll find that. out.
I think the difference would be a two-piece.
Yeah, I think one of them is
Dave
like
Chappelle.
the
Uni.
yeah. One of
Yeah.
them your legs are out, and one of them is
I so wish one of us could do a Morgan Freeman impression.
yeah. You know what I would do though if I had a commercial, or you could just get Morgan Freeman impersonators to do shit. You don't even have to tell people it's not Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I'm pretty. AI is getting to the point where
You're
he's gonna
right.
be out of a job.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
so unitard versus leotard. The unitard has long legs, and the leotard doesn't cover the legs.
Oh, so you
Oh,
would
see,
need
that's
you
what
would
I
need a
guessed.
unitard.
I would, yes.
You would
and
need a
I would need a
unitard
long.
with those tentacles.
I
boy.
would, yeah. And then Morgan Freeman normally
you-
charges $1 million for a voiceover, which is about 1 day of work.
All right, so 21 Savage could probably. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start asking him for money.
Well,
Who
Just
Morgan?
really nicely.
unitard, lunatard, and retard.
Yeah.
I like that you want us to do something with that. You're
Yeah.
like, I don't know the joke.
Well, that's
Hey.
Tony's thing. He'll
Yeah.
kind of lay out a very loose premise.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the pieces. You guys
And
put
then,
it
yeah,
together.
Here's the hammer and the nails. Make a house. No wood. You got to find the wood. Make a
My
house.
brain wanted to say it so bad.
Yeah.
And I fucking-
Tony supplies the wood and says, "Make it brick."
What does he say? What does Snoop Dogg say? I lay it out for you to play it out.
Well, there's
Starsky
another word he
Hutch.
says that I don't want Tony to say right now.
I've never heard Snoop Dogg say that, but I like that.
It was in Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, he played a pimp named Huggy Bear.
I will say this: I heard a black man.
a
This
good
was
pimp
this
name.
was his first time getting on stage at an open mic, and the first things that he says is he goes, "I'm new to this, but I'm true to this." And I
Tony,
was
that
just
got you.
like-
Go-
I
now you
was
get
like-
hard in the air. Tony gets hard to a nice bar.
Yeah.
That's what
I
gets
was,
him
I was
going.
sitting next to Christoph too. I think, and me and him were
Mm.
like, "All right,
He said, "I'm new to this, but I'm
true
true
to
to
this," and we're like, "Oh,
and then did
okay."
he pause for a second to let you take it in?
Yeah, and then
That's
he started.
hard.
Yeah, and it
That's
was like- I
hard.
was like, "Wow."
That's hard as fuck, dude. I need to start being a little more rhythmic up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so. I'm a little too. People call me a freestyle artist. I need to be a little more verse, bar, chorus, you know, and then hit him with a hook.
dude, I could so see you flowing.
I might start doing my I might start doing my sets to a beat.
I think
Hey,
You know what?
DJ,
you're a freestyler.
I would love that. We need something different going on. That is.
that'd be a fun show. Like
Yeah.
everyone gets a different little trap beat and just like do your set over that. Maybe get some lights going. We'll have some girls dancing.
That's
in the
a
back.
great
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
idea.
You could tip, throw some. They could start like make it rain.
Oh, dude, just
I'll
having
lose a
black
layer.
chicks grinding on me while I'm
Hey,
talking
when I
about
was
stuff.
8, I was
Yeah.
molested.
I'm like, you guys like Batman? Well, it's just fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about that guy? Dude, can I talk about this guy?
No,
real quick?
we've done it.
No,
We've
'cause
done-
Tony has beat this guy to.
You don't know how much
fucking
he's beat
dirt.
it. You don't know.
I brought
dude,
it so much on my podcast.
Yeah, dude. I
bro.
mean,
Because I used to have a bit. I used to have a bit where I described how like, if you're a rapper, you have to have a hard life. Those are rules, but it's only a specific hard life. And I did a whole joke about a
Yeah,
guy.
I mean,
who
that's
was,
a
like,
great
molested.
premise, yeah.
And then you showed me the guy, and then I was like, oh, this is literally the.
it
yeah.
exists.
He's
It
done what
exists.
I did with you guys one time, maybe I don't know, 10 times on a podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
20
yeah.
to 30.
Dude, Tony
Yeah.
did this on a live show. He brought this music video out.
Yeah,
Good-
yeah,
Good
it's
evening
amazing,
music.
dude.
So
Red
straight.
Band came out and
Red Band
watched-
was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Red Band told me after he loved it.
Yeah, I'm sure he said that.
He
Yeah.
was like, I love that.
Yeah. You don't tell a crazy person that you didn't like what they did. That's
No, no.
That's a dangerous thing to do.
Dangerous.
It's a dangerous thing to do. People like you give a wide berthing to. You stay out of their
You
way.
give an inch, they take a mile, dude.
Brandon, what time we at, brother?
45.
Nice.
Are we
nice,
really?
nice.
Because
We're
my
bringing
fucking
it home.
stomach is fucking rumbling, dude. I've been running all over
You
town.
hungry?
Dude, I'm
Is
hungry.
Tony hungry?
You know what you guys start doing to change your life? Get on a bicycle and get on that Riverside Trail.
Yeah.
Wait, can I explain this real quick?
You can.
Last time I was in Austin. So first off, I want to say I had a horrible experience last time I was here. I was going through some personal shit.
This
so-
kid was
Okay.
insane.
I had a fucking tonsillitis. I was going through a breakup, And you know when you're in a bad mood and you just think a city sucks, like you think where I'm like Austin fucking sucks, Rogan's full of shit, and it was all just because I'm like
whoa, watch that talk here, buddy.
I don't believe that.
You just have razor blades in your fucking throat.
Yeah. I'm like sleeping on an air mattress, just like this place sucks, but it had nothing to do with the city.
Yeah.
But I kept going. I was talking about the fucking what do you call it? I was talking about I was like, yeah, the city's sick, but there's no river. I was like, there should be water here. I had no idea there was a river that runs
Colorado
through the city.
River, Lady Bird Lake.
Dude, all week I was talking about it, and people like I think thought I was doing a bit. I was like, yeah, man, the city like really needs like water somewhere around it, and I just never got to that part of the city that has a river.
Dude, you got to.
What do you mean?
You got to get yourself in the river.
Yeah,
we live. My apartment's on Riverside.
Tony, this is what he's saying.
Yo,
I know.
This is what he was saying that he was wrong.
I know.
Yeah.
About the
I
river.
just didn't see water. Dude.
Yeah, we're
By
gonna.
the way, praise Rogan. I was.
No,
okay,
I know, I know.
The Pharaoh,
Yeah,
as we call him.
Yeah.
Hey, but this is the creek in the cave. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, we got water, baby. We got the creek.
Yeah, come on now.
But dude, no, get yourself a paddleboard and get out there. So like in the middle of the river, there's a nice sandbar, and there's this DJ that comes out. I don't know. I don't know what he. Yeah, DJ Trout. I don't know what he calls himself. I think it's like
DJ Jumbo.
It's like DJ Daffodil
Dude,
or something like that.
You are speaking my language right now.
But dude, yeah, so like he goes out in the sandbar and he has a little fucking setup on his raft and he's just DJing and then people just congregate and it's a big party, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
about
it's sick.
That sounds
I'm about
awesome.
to purchase a paddleboard. I've been looking out on Facebook Marketplace.
Well, what I really need is I need a day where I need like just an hour of just like because I got a lot of shit going on. I mean, a lot of anxiety stuff. I gotta just sit at a river just for a second with like
Dude,
nothing.
go to Zilker. There's a nice walkway by the river. It's beautiful.
I feel like I'm just burst out crying.
take-
like I'm just gonna be
bro,
like,
Well, you're not gonna be alone. That's the thing. You look around. There's other people out there crying.
Take
It's like
my
it's like the
bicycle.
Golden Gate Bridge. Everyone's sitting on the ledge just thinking about it.
Take my bicycle.
Can I do that?
Dude, when I'm at work, bro, I'm telling you, it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
I go crazy on the bicycle. I scream at
Yeah.
people. I'm in traffic.
What?
I'm in traffic. I'm going. like today, I was on the
You're just
bicycle today.
cosplaying a homeless
There's not
guy
a
to get-
chance in fucking hell that Tony doesn't have a bike that he has to break down to you for. So there's the fourth gear's a little rickety. There's no brakes. Back brake don't work. Don't use the back brake, but the speed's great. You're gonna go
Bro,
fast.
that's crazy that you say that because my back brakes.
Because
do
I'm
not-
right.
my-
Because I'm right.
You're
because
right
because
about-
I can look at you and I know exactly what your bicycle is.
dude, but you go.
You're wearing a
crazy.
Ouija board shirt, dude.
Dude,
You don't have a
And he
reliable.
has no shoes on.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
This guy.
Yeah, and my cock is showing and my fucking pants.
Yeah,
are-
dude, take the tarp off and just fucking ride on the bike. Get a nice tan by the river, dude, and just fucking feel the breeze on the
Yeah.
nips. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Get a nice sweat
Let
going.
it consume you.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I'm excited to experience this place with like a new mind a little bit because it's like
Take a little shrooms.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think I got
Yeah,
too
you'll
much
spiral.
I got
You
too
have the
much going on.
Klonopin?
What's up?
You have the Klonopin?
Yeah, but
Then you're
It'll
good.
kill a trip.
tell you what though, you say that maybe with tripping, but dude, I took an edible recently and we went to go see that Sasquatch movie. Have you seen the commercial for that? The whole movie's a bunch of Sasquatches. It's like an Ari
Oh,
Aster
I
movie.
fuck with this.
Yeah, movie was great, but I went home and dude, I had such a bad panic attack. I took Xanax or the Klonopin wasn't doing anything.
took
Sasquatch
Xanax?
Sunset?
Or
dude.
Klonopin, yeah, dude.
Dude,
Sometimes
that
like,
could be a show at sunset.
well, what's it called?
God, I want some Klonopin.
Yeah,
That's my mouth's watering right now.
Dude, it is
Sasquatch.
nice.
Ooh, that's a good looking squatch.
yeah, dude.
Sam Squatch?
I
So
love
this
some
is just like
squashes.
that fucking whatever.
Yeah, but it's a fun movie. But I'm saying like
Tone hit me.
I get too hot. Like edibles freak me out too much. That even like the Klonopin was not doing anything. It was. Just,
I don't feel edibles. They're just calories. I swear to
Really?
God, they don't do anything.
That's crazy. Are you a big smoker?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
because I took some and with I ate like 5 and I was getting like this anxiety panic attack, and then Billy told me this. Billy goes, because I was like getting really fucking fucked up off 50 milligrams, and then he told me, he's like, you didn't eat the ones that were like $3.50 a piece, did you?
Oh my god.
And I grabbed him like it was a 1950s movie. I wringed his shirt and I go, what do you mean they're and I felt the fucking everything hit me, and I was like, okay, I'm on 1,500 milligrams of edibles or whatever, and I'm about to fucking die. And then
That's terrifying.
push comes to shove, it was just 50. It wasn't the 350, but I don't know how, dude. If you take enough edibles,
That's what everyone dosed me then.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what everyone
we
says.
should do-
dude.
well, my favorite is my last time you with the edibles. We come into town. He starts going like this. He goes,
I came in from Colorado.
comes from Colorado. He goes, dude, Colorado's so fucking sick, dude. He's like, the guy at the edible store, he hooked me up. He's like, this is the kind of edibles that don't give you anxiety. So it's like, this is like the most legit stuff. You're not gonna freak out. You know, they have it tested now. So it's like all those shit that gives you anxiety doesn't work. 15 minutes later, he's driving me in the car. He goes, He goes, dude, I gotta get. I feel like my throat's closing up. It's like I can't breathe, dude. I gotta pull over. And he just pulls over. He's just like sweating, drinking water. He's like, dude, I don't know if I could drive.
Dude, it was kind of crazy.
You're such a
out.
goon.
How much it was literally like a 10-minute flip.
Yeah, and how much you talked about how sick it was. You're like the guy. They take out. You're explaining the science behind it, not giving you anxiety, and then just freaked out so hard.
This fucker last trip was fucking out. He would wake me up at like 3 in the morning, and I gotta be at work at like 7. And every night he had some new sexapade story.
Yeah.
One's like, oh yeah, I just got my ass eat by this girl on a Murphy bed.
Yeah, it was a great
I was
time.
like, dude, it is.
Was it
3
folded in while it happened?
No.
Because that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Which one, the bed or your butt cheeks?
Yeah. So the bed came down, and I
Your
was.
butt cheeks came open.
I did face down, which is that's.
She was shoving your face in the pillow.
Yeah, no. But I was face down, and
Dude, if I had a roommate with a Murphy bed and you catch me on a drunk night where I'm feeling silly, there's not a chance in hell I'm not closeting you. Like, come on. And that could be a severe concussion.
Dude, that's some like cartoon
Because you're going
shit.
head first,
He
dude.
comes out like folded up, like
Dude, your knees just knock you out. And then you're just folded in the closet.
Just
yeah,
him
like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry.
A Murphy bed is like, there's nothing sillier than a bed
Oh,
that comes out of a closet.
It's so ridiculous.
Well, and I was
But
like,
great for space. It makes so much sense.
oh yeah, and the shirt. I was like, I love the idea of a shirt that says I got my ass eaten on a Murphy bed in Austin.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Good merch. But I just think that you can't.
Buy the t-shirt.
There's not a chance in hell they're going to be comfy. You can't
No,
find the
no.
springy, the rickety. You move, that thing's making a noise.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're also
And she-
expensive too. They're like $2,000 to $3,000 for one. They're not like
What?
a cheap option. My
thought they
sister
were
was
like-
just looking into getting one because she has a studio, and it was like $2,000 to $3,000 for like a decent Murphy bed.
Damn,
Dude, what the fuck?
At that point, get a hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't this girl huge?
She was fat.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh, you a chubby chase?
No, was she? I was.
I fuck fat chicks all the time.
Dude,
Yeah.
see, that's
They
the
need
thing.
loving too, dude.
Yeah.
We need to get more like that.
Where do you scoop them up at? The ice cream shop?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Strictly ice cream shows. Well, my thing too is like I will say this is such a douche thing to say, but I also fuck hot chicks. But I think some fat chicks are hot too. But I'll fuck every range. I'm like, sometimes you're just in the mood for something, and I was like really in the mood to fuck a fat chick.
You
and-
on the apps?
Yeah. And I was really in the mood to fuck a fat chick, and then recently I fucked this fat chick on a balcony, and
You a little nervous?
yeah,
Was it
I
creaking?
trust the architect. I'm sure he was.
What city?
Yeah.
Because if it's in Baltimore, we're going inside.
yeah.
I saw that bridge go down, dude. We are not fucking on a balcony in Baltimore,
Yeah.
baby.
Well, part of me, like,
Fucking on a
the thing I
balcony in
really want is,
Baltimore.
for some reason, I just want a fat chick to be mean to me. I don't know why I'm like that. Something about that gets me hard. Just a fat chick, because it's like,
Because they've been mean to their whole life by guys like you. dude.
yes, and I'm like,
you
it's a whole
fucking
thing where,
frat boy bitch.
yeah. Oh, dude, don't
Yeah.
get me fucking shoved up on
Yeah.
here. But the idea of like a fat chick, because like in my mind, it's like confusing. She's like her confidence for being like, you got a fucking little ass fucking tiny like that.
She was saying that.
No, but that's what I would want. But this girl, I remember.
It's always the opposite because they know this could be their last meal.
yeah.
in that
yeah.
situation, like they've been in a drought sexually.
Oh yeah. Well, and this girl, she was sucking my dick, and I wrapped my legs around her because I wanted to feel how fat she was.
The
Like,
girth,
it would
you
make
wanted
me
to,
come harder.
you just wanted to. It's like when you see a big dog, you just want to slap him on the bum.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit, guys, this is getting crazy.
Is it getting you going a little?
Yeah.
Slow it down.
I just pictured Michael, and oh my, it's kind of crazy.
That's like level one of
But I
the
feel
shit
like-
going on.
I
dude.
know, no, I know.
I've done some crazy
I know.
I get the
shit.
vibe
No, I know,
that
I-
you treat like a hot girl like scum, and you treat a big girl like a queen. That's
Yeah,
the
I
vibe
kinda
get.
did.
That's the vibe I get.
Dude,
that's the vibe I
so
get from you,
accurate.
dude.
Like,
Yeah.
literally, like if a hot girl saying something, I'm not trying to bring them down, but I'm trying to like
But
talk to them like
a
they're
little
an
bit.
adult a little bit. I'm like,
Sometimes some of you gotta bring some of them down.
So
a
that
notch.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy when the sex happens. The dog comes out,
yeah.
and they like it too.
I heard Shane Gillis say, I think it was him that said this recently, where he, like, if you see like a fat, like that one fat cheerleader that used to break it down, like, douchebag guys like us used to make fun of him, like on the football team, but like now it's like, fuck yeah, girl, like shake that shit, like you don't give a fuck. Like,
Well, that's
when I see
what-
a fat girl breaking it down, it fires me up.
Well, that's
Totally,
why-
It
yeah.
straight up fires
Well,
me.
and
That
black men-
confidence.
Well, and can I just want to explain this one thing with this. I think it's like, no part of me is like, oh, I want to be mean to a hot girl, but I do want to be like, I do want to let them know I'm not here for their bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, I want to make you feel worse as a
Fuck
person.
you, bitch.
Yeah.
You've gotten everything in this world.
Well, it's more like I want you to know that
Sorry.
you can't pull fake shit with me. Like when I tell you're trying to like be a bitch on like I
Right.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you trying to put me down like that. You're not gonna be able to neg me. I know what you're
Whoa,
doing.
what?
The one
What'd
last
you
thing-
say?
You're not gonna be able to neg.
I'll get his back on. There was an E in there.
Yeah.
There was a
There
deal
was an
there.
E in
We had a
there.
whole episode
Sorry,
with that.
Ellie.
on my podcast.
There's also an
I like
We
catching
were talking
a
about somebody
slipping.
who negs and like I'm not saying the word again, but we had a whole episode where we said
Okay, yeah.
yeah, it's too close.
crazy,
It's too
yeah.
close. It's too close.
Yeah,
but either way.
I'll just to put a pin on the fat girl on the Murphy bed. It's a nice safety net to know that it's weighted down. It's not going to go up.
Yeah.
That's a nice. You don't want a too skinny of a girl on the Murphy bed.
No.
You're really running a risk, dude.
I will
Yeah,
say
move
right
an
here.
inch, I'm getting fucking clocked in
Yeah.
the wall.
Those big
Because you got to
girls.
think when she's riding you, there's a second where she's off the bed.
Yeah. I'm too light. Wait, is the Murphy it's weighted to her weight.
As soon as she gets off the bed, you're just on it and that bitch just closes.
Yeah, I
dude.
get
And with a
paid.
fat girl, she ain't leaving the air.
Yeah. Maybe she's trying to trap skinny dudes in there. She has a whole like
And
tribe of us.
Well, also most likely you're
spider.
on top.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
her spider web.
It's like a net bed. It's like, she's like fucking.
Now I like the idea of you riding a fat girl. That's very funny. But like your legs are like outside of her.
Yeah. Oh,
you can basically climb on top of them.
Yeah.
some
yeah,
But what do you
yeah.
say fat too? Like
Oh,
No.
I fucked some fat chicks.
give me
But
a
I think
weight.
They're hot.
Give me a number.
220.
Yeah, probably 220.
230.
Probably. Yeah.
Were these like power lifters?
Now let's keep this in mind, folks. I'm 6 feet tall, and I weigh 210 right now. 215.
I mean, I'm definitely fucking chicks fatter than Tony. That's what
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
saying. Yeah. Yeah, like
Okay.
And I'm big.
but it's like I'm mixed up, bro. There's this
Damn.
girl.
They're fatter than Tom?
Yeah, I'll hook up with like really skinny
Listen, I've
women
been
too.
there.
I love women. And
Now, do you like banging? Do you want a Tempur-Pedic or do you want memory foam? Do you want some give back?
You know what? I never fucked on an air mattress. I want to try that one out.
Really?
Yeah, but you
You
don't want
wanna
that
try
shit.
that one
that
out?
shit deflates, dude. That's depressing.
Yeah, but
You
it's
really
hard.
want to try that one out?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, or a water
I've
bed,
done
something
it.
with a little.
A waterbed, dude. You get the moment. You get the tide going. No one's got to do work.
And because
Yeah.
wasn't waterbeds connotated with like sexual, like
Dude, that's how
Yeah.
Bruce Lee used to bang. Be like water.
yeah.
Oh,
on the
that's fucking
waterbed,
awesome,
you
dude,
know?
yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
She's
gotta be
getting
good.
wet. The bed's getting.
And you're
know,
just
it's-
playing the Beach Boys. In
Aruba.
Kokomo. Wow, we went for the same song. That was
Aruba.
beautiful.
You started. I grabbed the
we
different.
started
yeah.
at different points, but
Dude, that's a fucking banger.
you came in.
Don't
Yeah,
you-
that sounds sick as hell. I like that idea. But I'm going through a weird thing where I got out of the breakup. I was like kind of like a little crazy sexually, and that hasn't fully stopped. But I wanted to try to live more in the moment and be less on the apps because that shit's so addictive.
It's never going to happen. You have anxiety.
Yeah.
You're
I
never
love
gonna-
you just be like, give
Wait,
up
wait,
on
wait.
trying to be normal.
Yeah.
Your
Wait,
brain
why-
is a nightmare.
Why does anxiety bring you to the app? Bring you to the app?
Because you think of the last conversation you said to someone that you probably pissed them off, even though you didn't. You think about the future, all the things you have to do. You think like everything that I've done that I think I've slightly pissed someone off, I think about for a week. Like it just
Yeah.
follows me. I think about everything in the I can never just
Same.
appreciate the moment I'm in because I'm thinking about everything I got to do tomorrow and everything I did wrong today.
Yeah. And like if I was on the apps, I would go, maybe I'll meet a fun girl out at a bar here or at a comedy show. But because I'm on the apps, I'm like, oh well, if I'm not on the apps, then I won't meet somebody. So then I'm obsessively, and it distracts your brain. It's like anything that's addictive. It's like,
Oh, dude, when I was single and I get to a new city, it's just like the 3-finger roll on the swipes. Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why did you never go? You never got to a late point and were never like, all right, this big girl wants it. Let's do it.
I was never like, dude, literally, I went on like one dating app date with my current girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
I never like,
I tried it for a little bit.
I used it more than I ever used it, if you know what I mean. Like I was swiping shit, but I never was like, I wasn't closing.
That's the one
Did
thing I
you use-
learned. You were surprised that girls would, like just being like, "Hey, let me take you out on a date," and they were just like, "Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, wow."
You mean
Well, now they
free
have-
dinner in this nice city?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like,
see, I'm for none of that shit. I'm grabbing drinks or field. Field is
Right.
the one where it's like
yeah.
the
Well, I
freaky
got
shit.
played a
You
little
said
bit.
field?
Field, yeah. Some
Like-
of those chicks, that's where they belong.
like a park?
O-line. No, like yeah, it's FEELD, but it's like couple. I banged some guy's girlfriend with him. Yeah, there's all kinds of.
Oh,
weird
this is
shit
an
going-
app.
Yeah.
You,
but it's like
Eiffel Tower to guy's girlfriend?
yeah,
With him.
on ketamine. Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. Was that part of the deal?
No, I just did
Or-
ketamine at a bar, and then I got a message from this girl, and she goes, "Hey, do you want to double team me with my boyfriend?" And I was like, "Yeah."
What a fucking little bitch boy that guy is.
What a
Jesus
fucking.
Christ.
I can't say it, but yeah, what a fucking.
I disagree, man. I think it shows confidence.
Say it. You know what? Say it, Tony.
No,
Say
I'm. Well, you know, but do you think that shows confidence?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Because in his mind, he goes, "I'm not gonna like I think it's one of those things where he's
You're
like,
right. It does, but like, what the fuck?
But can't you be confident without your girlfriend getting railed?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm team cuck, bro. I'm team cuck.
Okay, I mean, it sounds like you benefited.
yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
So your future, whatever.
I would be a swinger.
The father,
I think I could handle
the
it.
mother of your
You're a
child.
pineapple boy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
get
yeah.
this though.
Yeah.
One day you're at Disneyland and you see 3 of your kids running around, and you have to look to her and think, you think about that moment.
Yeah, I look at the Chinese one, the black one, and the Indian one. I go,
The old Neapolitan, huh?
The old
Nice.
Neapolitan.
Yeah. I remember how each of you guys were made. Yeah, no. Well, I think it's one of those things where it's like if you're like I think I could potentially. I don't know. It's like I think so many marriages end in divorce, and out of those ones that don't end in divorce, so many of them cheat, and then another percentage of those are swingers. So I think the swinging thing makes. There's only like 10% of monogamous marriages, probably.
The only thing I would ever do with my girl, if we like, let's the hall pass thing.
Interesting.
That's
a level of.
I
that.
wouldn't
yeah,
want to share
no.
you.
I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the hall pass.
Yeah.
They can cash it in on anyone they want. They're a woman.
I know.
Like if she has a hall pass and I grant it, that's gonna happen.
I know.
She's gonna go fuck that guy.
But
Yeah.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Unless it's Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I know.
But this sounds cocky. I think part of me, like, I have pride in my capabilities that I'm like, all right, well, like, if I'm not, I don't know. I think I would be like.
Until you're alone at a Denny's when she struck out.
Well,
and
the
she's
thing
just
about-
getting fucked up. Women like Tyrone in the parking lot of an Arby's.
Women have more like they're not just gonna, even though they can get this most of them are gonna be a little more picky and choosy.
Totally,
and
dude.
like,
Yeah, totally, yeah.
So it's like, even though my girl could totally fuck more people than me, it'd be like
She's not going to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not.
You're a guy.
I'm
You
willing
will
to go to
fuck
the
more
depths.
people.
I'm going to the depths.
Yeah.
of damn.
Yeah.
She
When
doesn't want to go there.
My ex-girlfriend, when she could tell that I was like starting to get to the point where I was going to break up with her, she was like desperately trying to get a third woman into the bedroom as like as a final act. And I'm like, this is never going to go good. Like, second you see me banging another girl, everything changes.
Listen, bro, you didn't hold out for 2 weeks for that. You didn't hold on to that one for just.
I held out for another month, brother. What are you talking
All
about?
right.
What are
Well,
you talking
all
about?
right.
Put up with a lot of bullshit.
Listen, baby, I just want to say I love you.
The one
I
thing
hope we
I
never
was
do a
this,
hall pass.
I liked that they were normal. Like they weren't like, the Romans are polyamorous. They're like, well, this is weird, but this is what we're fucking into.
Yeah.
And then it was nice to hang out with a guy while fucking another chick. Like he was like he was like,
Did you roll up? Like, you want a Pepsi? Was
yeah,
it
yeah,
like,
yeah. He's like, you want
let's
a beer,
chill.
bro? We're kind of like broing down a
What
little bit.
age?
They were my age.
Was he like when she like did he like key you in? He's like, she loves the asshole, dude.
No, which I was bummed about. The part that annoyed me, he was kind of like a guy with his Barbie man, like his Barbie and GI Joes, where he's like, and then you get on top and do. I was like, I want
he was
her to
directing
tell me.
you.
Yeah.
So that he was getting off on this little too.
Yeah, which I didn't like. I wanted more her being like.
I want
this
you
is
to
what
see her.
like.
I want to see you fuck her like this.
Yeah, and at one
Yeah.
point I realized they're both wearing socks, and I'm not wearing socks. I was like, "Is there a sock memo?" I missed?
Dude, there's your anxiety.
Yeah, and then she's like whispering something to him while I'm railing her. I'm
Oh,
like, "What are you guys
no.
talking about? You guys talking about me?" Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
You just over this little dick motherfucker.
Yeah.
What sounds good about that?
What's that? It's the adventure, brother.
He got laid.
I know, but here's the thing with sex for me.
Look, notice how we don't have dead air right now.
Yeah.
That's what's good about it.
You're doing it. Oh, he's living for the
And
story.
brother, we were getting close. The tank was emptying.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say is because I'm a guy who lives for the story, but like
You just look at a watch that's not fucking there.
Welcome to my life, dude.
Retarded shit I've
Welcome
ever
to my
seen.
life. Welcome to my life.
He does that up?
I've been doing this a lot. Like I don't know why the fuck I've been doing this.
Because you're losing your mind. You are off your fucking rocker.
Listen, guys,
You need help by a licensed therapist.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
All right.
That was crazy.
Tony, why don't you just do some breathing while I put a ribbon on this, guys? This has been the Captain's Dog. This is a great place to
This
end
is
it.
perfect.
Michael Goode, dude. Welcome back to town. Plug anything you got.
Yes, so Morning Good Podcast, Michael Good Comedy. Tell you what, if you heard me on this podcast and you want to follow, just say, I heard you on this podcast, I'll follow you back. I don't care about the ratio.
Look at that.
Or if you just want to follow me and you don't want me to follow back, then just follow me and don't tell me you heard me on this podcast.
Look at that, dude.
But yeah, Morning Good Podcast, episode 3, we had like a transracial woman on.
Dude.
Oh, wow.
Can I say that was the first podcast I ever did was Morning Good?
I don't think
Yeah.
we've had a trans or a racial woman.
He's had midgets, like wrestling
Yeah,
midgets.
dwarf strippers. But I'll tell you what, the crazy guests are not as good of episodes. Listen to the more recent ones; those are better. The earlier ones are kind of finding my thing. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
Michael, be good, baby. Hell yeah. You can catch me at the Sunset Strip every Friday and Sunday. Also, get your tickets every Wednesday, East Austin Comedy Club, 7 p.m. You can get those tickets at laughhigher.com.
Tony Wellens, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Mostly Instagram,
Hotmail?
Hotmail, Gmail. Poopy in my pants.
Brando.
Yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I got weekly Monday, Wednesday, Thursday shows if you're in Austin, and then other shit. So
gang, thanks for coming, dude. That was fucking
thanks for
fun,
having me,
bro.
boys. Appreciate
It was
it
a lot
a
of
ton.
fun.
Thank you.
Morning Good. Captain's Dog.
Woof, woof.